Alright, let's try. Can you all hear me? Let's see if we can figure it out. Can you hear me? There you are. So you can hear me. Can you hear the background music now? Or just my mic? Because there should be background audio too. Or what can you hear? What can't you hear? Still can't hear the music. Still can't hear alerts. No, just mic. So what the hell is going on there then? I know. I know what I've done. Hang on, chat. I know what I've done. I know what I've done. Boom. Can you hear it now? Please tell me that worked. Is it working? Okay, good, good. No, I've changed my OBS settings so that it sends different audio tracks to different
overwrite your save
things
file.
in an MP4. And basically, you only hear the first of the 6 audio tracks, but I moved Destiny to track 2 and Twitch lets to track 4 just for like VOD editing for like at some point to experiment around. Didn't realise that it needs to have it playing in track 1 as well for it to work, so my fault. My fault. Can't hear you over that loud alert. Well, look, alright, look, Mario, I was just trying to get everything to work, but now it's working, okay? Now it's working, so it's fine. It's fine. It took a minute, but we're okay. We're okay. Let's get some music playing again. Let's turn it down. There we go. Can we move on to like a what was the one with the really good tunes?
Do you want a dozen angry rodents crawling up your ass?
I have no idea.
I had something up
Jane
there
with
with
the
your
sub, what's the ground
expect.
say I'm instant
I won't stick around
hi.
because
Thank
of
you very
my
much for the
internet,
sub.
so
Nice
I'm
of you to
just
say
here to
hi.
say
Also,
hi.
thank you for Ant Dude's sub as well as who else subscribed? Dom gifted a sub, I believe, as well to Havoc. Thank you very much, pal. Appreciate that. Thank you for all the follows as well, people. Mr. Shenanigans, Hungry Genga, Citoan, Rockcat. I think that's all of them. If I missed your name, please let me know. But yeah, welcome. Welcome, everyone. It's been a minute. I realised that I kind of lied in telling you all that I didn't stream late last week because of health problems. I apologise for that. I wasn't strictly lying. I did have a problem with my ears. I had to have a wax thing done. I'm not going to go into loads of detail because I don't think any of you really want to hear that. But I had to have a procedure done purely because of the fact my camera's brightened up. Why has it done that? Let's just fix that. There we go. Yeah, I had to have a procedure done purely on an emergency basis because I knew I was going to Sweden on Wednesday. So I probably would have still had the problem for later if I hadn't rushed an emergency appointment, to be real with you. But yeah, we found out about a week before that we were going to go to Sweden. It was a very kind of sudden thing that suddenly popped up. And they were like, do you want to come out to Sweden and play Payday 3? Early access. And I was like, yes, I do. So I did it. I mean, what'd you expect? I mean, chat. I got my Payday. Look at that. I got my Payday. Look at that. Look at that. It says Payday on it. I got a Payday dollar. That was you in the photo. What photo? Which one? Twitch streamer lies about health concerns to stream admits to lie. No, I didn't lie. I genuinely, like, I'm not going to go into loads of it because I don't know how comfortable people are hearing about earwax problems. But let me just tell you, I had such a bad block up in this ear, I went deaf in my left ear. It was a big problem. I wasn't lying about that. I wasn't lying about that. It says Payday 2, not 3. It's cover up. Hey, look, they haven't done notes of Payday 3 on yet. All right, but I have got quite a lot of the notes. They were like, hey, take some notes. So I have my own. I should make like a bankroll of them. I just realized the back of it says the United Games of America. Bruh. I have a couple of cool things as well. I have this notepad. How cool is this? It's got Dallas's mask on it. It's very, very cool. It's very, very, very cool. I also have a lanyard with press on and Payday 3. Look, this is Payday 3. It's got press on it. How cool is that? Not even we got that. Well, the thing was, Nico, because Nick's Vimy in the chat is Nico, one of the Overkill devs, who was, by the way, one of the nicest people I met on the trip. He literally came up to me in the offices and went, by the way, what did you think of the Payday 3 trailer? And I was like, I really liked it. Quality was shit on the stream, but it was much better when you uploaded it on your own channel. He went, oh, good, because I made it. And I was like, fucking good job I said I liked it then, wasn't it? Because imagine if I said I thought it was shit. But no, what happened was we were all given, like, goodie bags as partners, and they were meant to have, like, a pen, lanyard, and a mug. Where's the mug? Here's the mug. Get the mug out, show you it. They were meant to have notebooks too, but Liz told me they'd run out because they'd given the packs to press and they'd had the mugs in. It turns out a bag had been left over by one of the people in the press. They forgot to take the bag with them, but it was on the desk I was playing on. So someone pointed out, went, Troy, you've left your bag behind your computer. So I went, oh shit, yeah. So I grabbed it and put it in my bag. Then I got home and realised I had 2 tote bags. So I'd taken a Press's bag that had been left behind. And that one had the notepad in. So I got very, very lucky. No other partner got one of these. So I'm very, very lucky for that. So thank you to whoever the press member was who left theirs behind. You dumbass. But thank you, seriously. But yeah, here is... Oh, look at that. I don't think I properly unwrapped it. Look at that mug. That is, you know, it's almost as good as the Red Archer Live mug you can buy on redarcherlive.com. That's very cool. That's very, very cool. What the hell is this in here? Oh, it's just like some random user stuff, like for buying it. Do you expect some Overkill folk in here? Well, there's only Nico so far that I've seen. I don't know if anyone else is here from Overkill. It's no raid mug. I know. It's not a raid mug. It's a very, very sad time. But ladies and gentlemen, the category of the stream is Payday 3. Why, do you ask? Well, because we've got some gameplay for Payday 3 to look at. Maybe I should get my mouse pad ready so we can look at it together, eh? 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 Bold of you to assume I don't already have a Raid World War II mod. Yeah, I don't have the collector's issue for Raid. Should have got it. Should have stole one from the Overkill office while it was there, you know. Thanks to follow Pippa Stealth. Pippa, nice to see you, buddy. You weren't already following me? How dare you? How dare you? I've been following you for months. That is disgraceful behaviour. I'm going to report you to John Twitch for that. No, we've got some gameplay to look at. It's going to be a very, very exciting time. However, ladies and gentlemen, I want to just share with you what's coming up this week for my content. Best thing to do is just open this up in paint.net. I feel like it's easier on my reactions window. So here you are, chat. Boom. Oh, it's a little bit, my camera's a little bit blocking it, but you can kind of just about make it up. That's the wrong version of the picture, though, you fucking moron. You fucking stupid. You fucking stupid. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are doing the week of Payday on the Red Archer Live channel, which, by the way, we just hit 31,000 subscribers, so thank you all very much for that, all of you checking out. I really appreciate you doing that. But every day this week there's going to be a new Payday video at 2 p.m. BST, that's 3 p.m. Central European time, and also 9 a.m. EDT, as we're in a US time zone there to make life a bit easier. So the Payday 3 one has already come out today. The playing Payday 3 early. Thank you to everyone who's checked it out so far. How many views does it have now? Let's shit myself live on stream. Streamer shits. Let's find out. How many views is it? 12,500. It's got more views than the Payday 3 trailer reaction. Frigging hell. So thank you. I really appreciate that. Tomorrow, my interview with Andreas will go up, which I believe... Boom! Look at that! Look at that! I've just got started on putting this thing together. I've just got started on it. Look at this. Look at this, man. Look at this. What are we doing with glasses of water here? Oh, I mean, you know, I'm not gonna answer that question right now. What are we doing? You don't know. Andreas is the lead producer on Payday 3. I asked him a lot of questions about Payday, and it was a very, very fun interview. So it's gonna clock in at, looking at this, I mean, it starts about there, probably about 22, 23 minutes length for the interview. So it was not the longest one, but there's some very, very good stuff packed in here. I need to do some editing and brighten this up, this kind of thing. In fact, I might do a bit of that now. Let's have a little look, because I should have a window saved to do this. Let's just do this real quick, just to be a tease. Because you know what? I like to tease you guys. I like to be a bit evil. I like to be a bit devious. You know? Do you ever have those moments where you're like, I want to be devious? There we go. Boom. I already had filter applied for the Almir clip. So, that looks much better. Boom. Look at that. Troy takes his shirt off in this video. I don't. But Andreas does suggest taking our shirts off. It's a bit of a weird one. It's a bit of a weird one. But actually, just in case you haven't seen, let's put, people are analysing the masks, we'll touch on those in a second. If I open ladies and gentlemen, boom, there we go, there's my video. Wow, that's crazy that. If we jump forward a little bit, that's a picture we'll get to in a minute. There we go. So, just in case you haven't seen this little teaser for Friday's interview, I'll just play it for you real quick. So, let's go full screen here. Here you are. It's not playing. Oh, well, that's anticlimactic. Friggin' hell. Oh, great. Well, that's spoiled it now. Meeting just a whole bunch of different creators, the partners, and everyone involved, because there's a whole load of... Mute that. There we go. There we go. I wanted to play a really cool teaser here, and I just fucked it by skipping ahead. Well done, Troy. You moron. Right, here we go. Here's the little trailer. Here you go. Teaser, and leave it there. I don't know if we want to do anything kind of like jokey intro for the start of this. Just like build it up or something. That could be quite funny.
Hello, Eisters.
Is that it? Is that what we asked? Perfect. Job done. Cool. All right. And there's our full timetable. As I've said, these have been swapped around. So Andreas' interview is tomorrow now because they've just announced that the Crude Awakening heist is being delayed by one more day. So just in case you're wondering for streams this week, Wednesday will be the next one for Payday 2, Crude Awakening heist. Thursday, Black Ops Cold War again. So if you haven't got it installed, get it reinstalled because they finally fixed the security issue so we can play it again. Did you consume his toast? I didn't, but I did ask him about his toast. And I can just say as well that, ladies and gents, let me just show you a little something. I'm not going to tease too much here, but I'm going to just pop this in here. This is the Almir interview, right? Now, this is a really awkward thing. So we did this interview. The interview lasted about, I don't know, 40, 50 minutes when we recorded it. And if you look at this, you can see, well, hang on, Troy, if I put that to the half an hour mark, you can see, Troy, there's only half an hour of footage here. You told me the interview is 50 minutes. Well, watch this. Here's Almir talking about microtransactions. Watch what happens to the footage.
Oh, that someone who's heisting with you has bought their way into power, right?
100%.
You want the group to feel that we
this.
have the same opportunity to achieve success, and you want that to be the foundation of the experience. For Payday 3,
and the camera died at that point, in the middle of talking about fucking Payday credits. The camera died as he goes, in Payday 3, goes. Like, you could not time that better for comedic reasons, but of course I saw this and shat myself, because I thought, oh my god, what are we going to do with the interview? However, ladies and gentlemen, in case you're panicking and thinking, oh my god, the Almir interview, what's Troy going to do? Don't worry about it because, actually, I don't even know if I can put this in because it has, like, full names in it. I called Almir earlier today. He made some extra time for me, and we have re-recorded the answers that we didn't get in the video, so it will switch to online halfway through the interview, but we have got the full thing, so I just really wanted to share that because I thought it was really fucking funny. He does, like, this big 2-minute explanation about why they messed up microtransactions with Payday 2 with the whole black market thing, and then he's like, right, let's talk about Payday 3 now.
For Payday 3...
And the camera just dies. I'll never stop finding that funny. And I can find it funny now because I'm not panicking about how I'm going to do the interview because that's sorted. So, there you go. So, get excited because we've got some cool shit coming very, very soon. So, I'll edit the Andreas interview next. And you can get excited, chat. You can get excited. You can get excited now. It's crazy. It is crazy. But, ladies and gentlemen, what we are going to be starting to do today is we are going to be doing some gameplay reactions. And my brain shut. Can you see my brain pause for a second there? And I lost all brain power. BRB needs to finish your video. Watch it after this, Nico. Watch it after this. This feels like a legit overkill edit. But yeah, Overkill just hacked into the computer to cut it off. The camera had to sign the NDA and couldn't reveal their interview info. That might have been why, you know. A very important question. How many bathrooms are there in the Starbreeze HQ? Good question. I don't know. That's a very good question. Oh yeah, also, people were asking me about the masks on display in the background. Where is the picture that I used of me and Almir? Where's that picture gone? It seems to have vanished.
Ding.
That's not good.
Is a machine that goes ding.
That's a follow from Remobit. Thank you very much. Where's the picture of me and Almir gone? Where's the one of me cozying up next to him being like, oh look, it's Almir. Bruh. Why is the image gone? Where's it disappeared to? I want it. I'll pull it off Twitter since I can't seem to get it off anywhere else. There we go. Right, okay, let's get this up on the stream. So, people were looking at the picture here and being like, oh my god, all the masks behind them, is this a hint? Let me just say right now, when I got on the interview with Andreas, we literally were like, right, let's pick some masks that'll get people talking. So, none of these hold any meaning, so don't start panicking thinking, oh my god, these are the masks that are going to be in Payday 3, these are the characters. But yeah, look at some of these masks. Some of these were never officially made, like the Rust one, Sangres, Bodhi, Duke, Scarface. Did we even get a dragon one? Don't think we did. And jacket, and then just a helmet. Just there. I did, for the meme's sake, put Houston in with the Core 4 and Dragon, just because of the whole tease about Houston, which I hope is actually true that Houston's a heister. They still haven't publicly announced who the other two heisters are, so I guess we'll find out, but I guess we'll find out. It's just the World War II helmet. I thought it might be. They do hold meaning, and Andreas didn't tell you. Well, I picked them, so unless he, like, mind-controlled me, like it was some kind of secret invasion thing, then I don't know. Also, I noticed you earlier saying you can watch Secret Invasion on time this week. Yeah, I watched it late on Wednesday because I was out in Sweden. I had to go home. I went to the hotel at a decent enough time to make sure I could watch the episode because I was desperate. I'd already had it spoiled for the ending for me, so it was very annoying. Anyway, so there's that interview with Almir. So you got that little tease for you. So tomorrow, the Andreas interview. Wednesday will be the Crude Awakening heist. Thursday will be my whole vlog talking about Starbreeze Studios. Don't worry, I will share some photos in this stream today once we've gone through the gameplay. And then Friday, the Almir interview. Some very, very cool stuff. All right, some very cool stuff. There's a Spider-Gwen jump scare. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me fire up the gameplay because, as I said, we were provided some B-roll footage from Starbreeze of the gameplay in Payday 3. We were given loud for the branch bank, stealth for the branch bank, and also stealth for the art gallery. We unfortunately weren't given loud footage for the art gallery. I don't know why. There must have been some reason behind. Maybe they couldn't get the footage assembled in time. I don't know. But we've got that footage to go through, so it's going to be an exciting time. I'm quite keen to go through. I also just want to show you this very quickly because this was kind of cool. This is a loop that was included in the press pack. Let's reduce the volume down a little bit. So I don't know if it's like something from a menu. I mean, it's literally called press event intro loop, so it might just be for this. But I just thought this was really fucking cool. I know Rusty Chains used it in their video. I might use it in like a stream or something. That could be kind of dope. But listen to the music. Bit of a bop. Let's turn it up for a second. Hang on, let's turn it up. Turn it up. Alright guys, it's a simple job. The main melody of Payday 3, I mean, I don't know. It might be, actually, let's see if I do loop it. Where's the loop button on here? I haven't used the media player. I normally use something else. I don't even know what it was. But if I loop it, okay, so the music obviously doesn't loop, but the video does perfectly. So that's cool. That's cool. So there's that. There's that. So that's just a little thing to show you. Right, chat, what do you want to see first? In fact, do you know what? I like a bit of interactivity in my streams. So we're going to do the gameplay. What I'm going to do is we're going to watch the gameplay together. I'm going to commentate over it. And that way, as things happen, I can talk about them more. Because it was harder to overlay the footage in my big video because I was trying to pick things
Is a machine that
times.
goes.
Kid Cow Live, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. So I'm going to let you pick which one comes first. And also what I'll probably do is just use this poll to give me the actual order. So whichever one gets the last least amount of votes will come last. Whichever one gets the most will come first, that kind of thing. So here's a 1-minute poll very quickly. Which of these three do you want to see first? And then that'll give me the order as to what to showcase these. So let's go through them. Payday 2 new heist track. Why? I want to see the new Payday 2 heist track. That could be very cool. But I guess we'll find out. Very soon. It could well be the final heist of Payday 2 coming out on Wednesday. They haven't confirmed there'll be any more. I don't really think there would be, but you never know. You want to see Chains' cake? Actually, there are some images in the press pack I could share. Where are they? Of the individual characters. Can I open paint.net again? Yes, I can. Let me get the pictures up for you. Heisters. There they are. Look at these. Look at these puppies. So, we've got high-res renders. I mean, look at the fucking resolution. It's better than 4K, my brother. Holy shit. So we got our boy Dallas. We've got Chains. Look at chunky Chains. Look at that body type. What was so funny was, like, the heisters do have different body types now, like shapes. Because I picked Hoxton when I was playing the demo, because I was like, I've got to be British guy, obviously. And then, also can see Bank Loud 1, then Bank Stealth, then Art Stealth. Cool. Okay, that's our order. I picked Hoxton, then I joined a lobby, like a local one in this event room. And I was the last one to join. So someone else had picked Hoxton, and I was given Chains. And I could tell immediately, because I was like, what the fuck? My character's so beefy. Oh, I'm Chains. Like, you could tell the body shapes are different. We've got Hoxton. I like his mask. Like, it's a more kind of updated design on it. Looks a bit cleaner almost, I feel like. Especially on this section. But that looks very cool. Like that a lot. And then there's Wolf. Baby Wolf. You know, he looks very, very cool with his cable tie arms and his tech on his sleeve. You know, he's making a list. He's checking it twice. He's going to find out who's naughty or nice. Or maybe he's going to find out who eats chicken with rice. I don't know. We need a rhyme that doesn't suit Christmas, but... There you go. There's something else that distinguishes Chains from Hoxton. Is there? Do you want to say what it is, Elian? Because when I had an outfit on, it was one that didn't show off anything like that. So it was a full body suit. So I didn't know until I looked at the body type. Did you get a look at Hoxton's face? If so, how different was he? Because in the Bank Heist B-roll, it looked more like Richard Bloom. So, I'm not going to spoil everything, but Almir did confirm to me in our interview that the characters, the faces they've designed are like generated in game. They're not based on actors. They are just like a creative decision they've made because of the fact that the characters have aged, and they want them to kind of respect that in that sense. So they've gone for slightly different updated looks that don't look like the Payday 2 characters. They're kind of like adaptations of them. And I think some of them look better than others. I think that Hoxton looks like Prince Charming from Shrek, whereas Chains looks really good. It's going to be purely down to personal opinion as to who likes what and who doesn't. But I think that the faces generally look pretty good. It's just that Hoxton maybe looks a bit too cartoonish, maybe babyish. I don't know. What's your plan on video releases now that the Crude Awakening is delayed to Wednesday? Clearly someone doesn't follow my Twitter. There you go. See, look, I've swapped the interview with Crude Awakening. It's a very quick little switcheroo. I was working on it. I was showing everyone earlier, so don't worry about it. But there you go. So there's the little reses. So, the bank heist, Loud won first, so we're going to watch that together to kick off. So let's get this up on the screen. Okay. And let's get the volume to an adequate level. I'm not sure how loud it needs to be, so do let me know if I need to turn it up, turn it down. The old VAs, yeah, they're all back. Damien plays Chains, Simon plays Dallas, and Pete plays Hoxton. They've got a new voice actor, though, in Nicholas Berglund for Wolf, because Ulf Anderson wasn't coming back, and I think he's done a great job, so just pointing that out. Alright, so, let me know what the volume level compares to, but this is the, as you can see here, Branch by Cloud. It's 4K 60. You're only obviously going to see 1080p 60, but let me tell you, it looks good. It looks very, very good. So here we go. Let's commentate over the gameplay. So yeah, it seems like every heist now starts with one of these little cool cutscenes. Maybe it's just a little excuse to kind of load things in a bit quicker. But I do quite like that. So the HUD here is different to what we saw. The HUD was much more basic. So there wasn't as much going on here. But I do like how it looks now. And that shade in the background, the new kind of commentator, who I do really like. I think her performance is good. Now bear in mind with this footage, it does jump cut a lot. It's not a completely unedited bit of gameplay, but it shows you like the highlight reels almost. Now, I just want to pause immediately. I wasn't planning on doing this, but just because I want to focus on something. Remember, I said I'd only played on normal difficulty. The cameras did not look like that. I'm guessing that is what the new indestructible cameras look like. I really like that. Ooh, I like those. So maybe they're playing this on, like, very hard or overkill. I don't think it was specified what difficulty this was being played on, so there you go. If Nico can clarify in the chat, feel free to, but there you go. Who is the female voice? Don't know the actor. So one of the partners, I think it was Pippa, or I can't remember who it was, someone was like, oh, it's Laura Bailey. I was like, no, it fucking isn't. I know Laura Bailey's voice. She's one of my favourite voice actors, so I don't know who it is. I don't think it was Pippa that said that, actually. Who the fuck was it who said that? I don't know. Whatever. But you can see here also, we may have to do some pausing every now and again, but that's the whole point of me commentating, right? One of my only tiny criticisms for the game purely was this. So with civilians, you can either take them as human shields or tie up hands. I'm not the biggest fan that both are tied to the same button. One's press, one's hold. Because it's not innately obvious which one you do, like from the instructions here. Obviously, the HUD will get updated, but I think it would make life a lot easier for you to just have different button presses. It was the same on controller. It was press X or hold X. And I'm like, fine, but I would like it to be a bit more separate, personally. That'd be cool. But you can see you also have infinite cable ties now, which is good. Got a key card. Got a key card. So, what are we up to now? Oh, training hostage. Yeah. So I thought you had to pick them up like you did in the trailer. Like you picked them up and threw them outside to trade them. No, you don't. There's a specific button that says trade them for time. You can see that popped up. Hang on, wait, further back. There it is. Trade hostage for time. So you press that and you'll be able to trade them. That's how that will work. Also, by the way, there's 88 people here right now, which is a bit mad. So thank you all for being here. So you can see there. So you type the hands, you can trade them, and it also tells you in the corner. Now that see the negotiation phase got extended because you traded some hostages, so you can watch. See, it went up by 15 seconds. And if you trade another set of hostages, so in this case, how many? 7, you delay it even further. So you could keep delaying it in theory, presumably as long as you have hostages. So it's a bit of balance. But as soon as you kill a cop, boom. Well, notice that? As soon as you shot the cop in the head, watch, negotiation time, gone. Auto triggers the assault. As soon as you show any form of violence, assault starts. This is kind of what I'm saying about how the game feels much more modernized, in-depth. There's more to it. Because little decisions like that, they wouldn't have meant shit in Payday 2. You shot that cop that comes out the cop car. I mean, to be fair, they would shoot you immediately regardless. They wouldn't just stand there outside. But it was very, very cool to see these little features that actually change how you play a little bit. If you shoot the cop, you're going to speed up the assault. If you leave them be and trade hostages, you're going to make it take longer. I like how it's not just let's do a 10-second silent alarm delay to drag it out. No, trade hostages. Don't be a fucking violent moron, and it'll work out better for you. I like that. Very cool. As soon as you show any sign of violence, then why do we bring Wolf back? All right, well, you know what? Wolf can just be on the dance floor, okay? You can just let Wolf be on the dance floor. I have a question for stealth, but I'll ask it later when we get to stealth gameplay. That's fine, as long as you don't forget. Yeah, just for anyone who is coming in and wondering about this gameplay, I didn't film this myself. We weren't allowed to film anything when we were in the Overkill offices. And also, partners who weren't able to make it to Sweden, because it was quite short notice, were allowed to play online. They got to play a lot more. They got to play for like 3 or 4 days, whereas we got 3 or 4 hours. But to be fair, that is the trade-off when you get paid to be flown to Sweden. Very cool. And I should also say, Nolly got some comments about it. I haven't seen any on my videos, but just in case anyone is thinking about this, I was not paid to give any kind of positive opinion about Payday 3. We were paid to try the game. They paid for us to come out to Starbreeze. We didn't get given money. They paid for the flight and the accommodation so we could go out to Starbreeze and play the game. At no point were they like, we've paid for your flight. You're going to say good things now, right? No, that didn't happen. Okay, so if we come out of it and said that was shit, then we would have been well within our right to say so. Obviously, with partners, you want to be constructively critical, but we could say that if we need to. But as you might have noticed for everyone who's put videos up, no one's got much negative to say because this game's fucking good. It's really good. So, you know, like, I've got actual fucking evidence now to say I've played it, and it's fucking fun. It's fun. Seems if Troy hasn't gone to Sweden, then he forgets to go offline. We're loading up Payday 3. We just clarify right now, anyone who went to Sweden was not given an online code to play it at home. So I have not got access to the game at all from my computer. I did say that, you know, I was a little bit sad I didn't play as much because I was doing the interviews with Almir and Andreas. However, that's a good fucking trade-off. I've been asking for an Almir interview for however long now. I will happily give up an hour of playing Payday 3 to interview Almir. I'm quite happy with that. Plus, like, my personal theory here, this is not based on any information, so do not take this out of context and say that I've said this when I haven't. I personally think there could be a beta coming to Payday 3. Only reason that I think that is we have got access to the game to make videos for you 3 months in advance. So now you've got to wait 3 months in between me saying this and the game coming out before you get to try it. I'm not so sure. I honestly personally think a beta is cooking up. Maybe it'll come out in like August or something. Maybe it'll come out next month. Maybe it'll come out tomorrow. I don't fucking know. Or maybe there won't be a beta at all. But I'm intrigued at the prospect of it. So I hope there is one. Because for no other reason, it gives me more reason to play the game. And get my own gameplay. So fucking Starbreeze, do it. Nico, tell them we want a beta. Chat, if you want a beta in the chat, everyone just put the word beta right now if you want a beta for Payday 3. And Nico, you can take this as evidence for the studios. Everyone just put the word beta in the chat if you want a beta for Payday 3. Oh, look at that. Look at that, Nico. Do you want to take that to Starbreeze? Just show them off. Just show them that that's what people want. There you go. Yeah, that's what the event's driving. 90 people here. Fucking hell. Thank you all for being here, everyone. Appreciate it. I'd laugh if I just looked and suddenly saw Nico putting beta in there. That would have been so funny. I bet he was thinking about it, just to join in. But yeah, you can't. Don't say anything to lead it one way or another, obviously, in case you are cooking that up. But yeah, I really do think I prefer a Charlie event. I really do hope they do a beta. I really do. We will find out, but I'm just thinking because this is so far in advance, it would make sense for there to be one. Fingers crossed. But you all know, whenever there's news, I'll talk about it. And also, can I just say, explains why I was a bit late on the whole Dev Diary thing, because I was 2 days late putting that video up because I was in Sweden. I planned to get it up on Friday when I came back from Sweden. And I didn't mention at the time, but all my flights got delayed. We were meant to be home at like 5 o'clock, and we didn't get home till like 8 or 9. By the time I got home, it was like 10 o'clock. So I didn't have time to make the Dev Diary video. And that's why that video tanked, because I made a news video 2 days after the news had come out. So it's a bit shit to see that video not do so well, especially when it was about consoles. But that's what happens when you're 48 hours late to news. So whenever there's a Dev Diary going forward, as long as I'm not in Sweden, I will have reaction videos ready if they give us access to them early like they did. Because they gave us early access to this second one, but I was in Stockholm, I was playing Payday, I wasn't going to suddenly pause and go, hang on guys, I just need to do a live reaction to Elmir talking about consoles. Couldn't do that. I talked to him face to face about them instead. Give me credit. Give me credit. Alright, here we go. Scenes when Troy's in the background of Dev Diary 7. Mate, if they'd said to me, oh, do you want to be in like some kind of video for us? I'd have been like, yes. Do you think I would have said no? Come on. Oh, we need you to be in this Payday 3 community update. Yeah, fucking put me in it. Put me in it now. Do it from online. Do you want a voice cameo? I'm here. Ask me. I don't give a shit. I'll do anything you want.
What's that?
Alright, that sounds
It's a machine
wrong.
that goes
PS3
ding.
Leadja. Thank you for the follow. But anyway, I'm waffling. Can we watch the gameplay? I know. Let's watch it. Let's watch it. Let's keep going. So, where are we going next? Okay, remember, I've only played the loud heist once. There will be some things I've forgotten here, but... Alright, so picking up our equipment. Cool. The gunplay does feel much more refined now, by the way. I do really like it. Oh, the music.
You can get the thermite to burn faster if you add more bags to the fire.
Yeah,
Don't
so
fucking overdo it.
that is a bit like First World Bank in that sense. The more thermite you add, the faster it goes. But if you add too much, it can actually set the sprinklers off. And then you have to turn the sprinklers off, so that's kind of cool. Also, yep, let's run this back because this is important. So, what you can bring stealth tools with you. Can I hide this HUD? Is there a way I can do? I don't think I can. Right, just look very carefully behind here. You see this. We've got your deployable. You've got your throwable. Hit down here, bottom right corner. So, throwables here, deployables here. And this is your tool, your stealth thing. And you can bring that with your general build. It doesn't have to be used in stealth. It can be used in loud. And here they've got portable cameras. So you can see here, what the player does is they take their portable camera, they go into the corridor, chuck one on there, and then all they have to do is log onto their phone and they can watch the camera. Very, very cool. Very, 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 very cool. Like that a lot. So that's a very nice touch. And you can see, there you go, sprinklers have turned on because they've turned the thermite up too much. So you need to go into disable the sprinklers.
We don't have time for slow cooking.
I do really like shading this, by the way. Our commentary's very good. Medic bag, give me your funny internet points now. Shut up. I feel like the vid is too quiet. Okay, I'll turn it up a little bit. That's fine. There you go. Let me know if that's okay now. It was actually a Sabotage Squad. Oh, it could be. All right, like, oh, that's Nico saying that. There you go. Sabotage Squad did it. It wasn't too much there, Mike. Do you know what difficulty this was filmed on, Nico, just for context? Because I don't actually know this. I'm guessing it was more like very hard or overkill. Very hard. Oh, there you go. Oh, and here's the die packs. So, actually, Nico, would you be able to clarify? I don't know if you can, because there's a bit of a debate that was going on between myself, Noli, and Mariner Top Hat. Noli and Mariner Top Hat played together, and when their die packs went off, they claimed they couldn't loot the bags. They weren't able to. Whereas when I played it, and the die packs went off, I was able to grab the bags, and I was told they had much less value. Do you know which way round that's meant to be, Nico? Because I don't actually know. That was a bug. You should be able to loot them all. What did I fucking say? Do you know what? Do you know what? I am just a genius. No, seriously, I did think that made more sense. Like, it made more logical sense that you could still loot it but be worth less. Because cash that's got die on is worth next to nothing, but you can still loot it and get a tiny bit of money off it. You know, someone out there probably wants dyed cash. Who knows? Just wash them. Exactly, you know? Bit of laundry. Come on. But yeah, it seems very much as though if you play this solo, you won't be able to disarm all the die packs. There's just too many. But here, just allow me to be negative for just a slight moment. This is the exact same as Payday 2. No losing animation, you just hold a button and suddenly you're carrying a bag. Now, this is one of the only things that I just don't like a little bit. And Nico knows this, so it's not going to be news to him. But the problem is, I've played Crime Boss, man, and I don't want to make that comparison. I don't want to be that guy, because is Payday 3 better than Crime Boss? It's better in every fucking conceivable way. However, I just wish, because the looting was so much more involved in Crime Boss, that there'd be something more than that in Payday 3. Just personally, like, it just feels like playing Crime Boss in that respect, and then playing this feels like a step down. But it's only one tiny thing. Literally everything else is better. So I just hope they add some kind of animation, just something a bit more interactive. Maybe even just you see them zipping up the bag at the end of pressing the button, like they're zipping up the bag and toss it on their shoulder. That would do it. Even if it doesn't show you looting the money. Actually, Nico, off this is an idea. You know. Just when the button press is finished, like how you start answering the pager when the button press is finished, you just see the bag zip round and then put on your back. That would be something. You know? Even if you can't show us scooping it because you're worried about animations breaking if you speed up looting for skills, that kind of thing. Because there was a skill you could equip that would speed up losing by 50%. So that may be what they're worried about breaking animations for. But I mean, if you played an animation that was a bit fast and a bit goofy, I wouldn't care too much. You know? But either way. Then again, you can make two animations where one just lasted much less time. You only put a tiny bit of cash in and it was done. I don't know. Also, you can see, by the way, here, this is one of the buffs running. This looks like it is Edge, which is increased damage for that period of time. So certain events in-game will trigger these, and then if you trigger it again, it will reset the timer, basically. I'm not too sure what's triggering it in this gameplay. Again, Nico may be able to clarify for us. But here is the overkill symbol. That's where an overkill weapon just got dropped in. And look, it's the Piglet grenade launcher. I just love that they found a way to bring the overkill symbol into it. I love that. Additional animations cost money. Yeah, that's fair. I just feel like that could be done to touch it up a little bit. They could always do it post-launch. And there's an armor bag. Because as you can see, you have health the white bars, and armor, the blue bars. So you need to use armor bags to restock your armor. Very cool. Why does a Piglet have a speculator's sight? It's a grenade launcher because you have to speculate to accumulate. And by accumulate, I mean accumulate the grenade kills. More important than money, it costs time. It does, but it would make the game a little bit better. So sometimes the time well spent is worth it. But then again, maybe no one else gives a shit but me, in which case, fair enough. The kill score streaks, kind of. You charge the bar up, it's like an ultimate in Overwatch. That's a better comparison. I'm not actually sure if they just slowly charge up over time without kills, but I know getting kills charges them up. When is the PS3 gameplay coming out? 2036. Oh, it's all based on kills. There you go, says Nico. So that's why in Stealth I never got one unlocked, because it doesn't even generate over time. I'm also not arguing here just to make sure I'm not being misunderstood. Oh, I know, Rockcat, that's fine. You're just presenting valuable arguments. Also, look at how the ammo case is a bit more modern as well. I like those. Oh, look at that. Now that's edge and grit. And there's the rush one, increased movement speed. So you can see all the different symbols in the middle. And here we are, using the Piglet one more time before we head to the escape and wrap up. And the best bit is, there isn't an instant escape as soon as you all get in the zone together, because watch this. Sorry, I might have been a bit oh shit, it was a bit preemptive. Hang on. I was being a bit preemptive. Wait, chat. Wait. Here you go. So everyone has to get into the escape. It shows you that. And then, when everyone's in the escape, come on, Hoxton, speed your fucking ass up. Fuck me, my arsehole's going. Look, it's a countdown. So you have a chance to get out of the escape zone before it finishes. Very, very cool. If you suddenly spot a bag and go, shit, we need to grab that. No more of this. Oh, we're all in there. We can't go get it now. You could run off and go grab it. I mean, you need to probably do it as a team, but it's cool. It's very, very cool. Do you think Bile or Alex dropped off the overkill weapon? Well, Bile and Twitch, I think, are confirmed back, so I would wager Bile, but I don't know. I assume health plummets and easier to lose than armor. It probably would alter depending on your build, I would say. Like I said, I didn't have a chance to explore all of the skills. This is the thing. I'm really keen to actually go into the... what am I saying? What am I even saying? English. Words. When I have a chance, hopefully, to dive into it properly and get my own gameplay, I'll be able to look at all the skills and see properly what's on alpha. Sorry, my phone pinged and it's distracting me. What is this saying? Let me just get rid of this message real quick. Go away. There we go. Cool. Alright. There we go. Sorry, occasionally get messages pop up and light up my phone. They're fucking distracting. That's why I lost my train of thought. Right, fucking put that over there so I don't see it. Cool. Right, anyway, so there you go. That's the Loud gameplay. Now, like I just said, I personally think, like I said, it's my video, sorry, I think that Loud has not improved as much as Stealth has. So if you think this looks good, wait till we get to the Stealth in a second, because fuck me, the Stealth is light years better than Loud. And I mean light years. But, as it's probably obvious from the Loud, there's a lot of really good stuff on offer here that I really, really fucking like. A lot of it just feels very modernized. That's why I feel like a real little nitpicker talking about the looting, because it really is so inconsequential, so, like, unimportant. You know what I mean? It's not like a big thing. If Starbreeze came out tomorrow and said, Troy, fuck you, we're not touching the looting, I'd go, do you know what? Fair enough. I wouldn't blame you. You know what? Because everything else is fine. But this is just me offering my tiny little nitpick criticisms to just say, if you want to make the game a little bit better in my eyes, personally, here's what I do. Simple as. Right? Simple as. But there you go. That is the Loud gameplay. Now, on the votes, the next one that people wanted to see was the Bank Heist Stealth. So, let's fire it up. And ironically, you've actually asked for these in the order they were given, because Branch Bank Loud was 001, this is 002, and Art Gallery is 003. So you guys voted in the order they were actually provided. So there you go. Alright, now... everybody, ladies and gentlemen, what I will say going into this right now, if you're one of those people out there who says to me, Troy, I only play in Loud, Troy, I only play in Stealth, I don't like the opposite, I think it's too hard, too annoying, whatever your excuse may be, go into Payday 3 with an open mind. Because not just have you got the case now where Stealth and Loud are not binary, you do one or the other, they flow well into each other, and you can adapt very quickly on the fly and not feel like you have to restart, because you can bring in any loadout, but Stealth and Loud both have new features, but Stealth in particular, it is well worth reinvestigating and giving it a go and seeing what you think having gone into this. Because let me tell you, if you're not too sure about how to play Payday 3, even if you're an absolute expert on Payday 2, all I will say to you, go into this on normal difficulty. because as I pointed out in my video, I found this very funny. Typically, the easiest difficulty will say, designed for those who are new to shooters, those who are new to FPS games, those who are new to blah, blah, blah. It may just be something that changes later, but in my build, it described normal as for those who are new to Payday 3, specifically Payday 3, which I thought was so fucking funny, because it basically says, if you're worried, just try this difficulty and get used to how our game works and then go from there. And it's true, because I played it through on normal, it allowed me to get used to the mechanics, and I think on normal, stealth is much more accessible, and you can also blend very nicely into loud if things go wrong. So, that's very, very good. Also, as I mentioned in my video, there will be some overlap. So, by the way, if you happen to have not seen my video, let me just put a thing up on my screen here. Is that the right window? Yes, it is. Cool. Okay, let's close some of these little bits here just so you can see a bit more of my screen. There we go. I am the blind person. There it is. I played Payday 3 early. Is that even showing on the screen? Yes, it is. There it is. So this video went up just earlier today, 46 minutes. It's a full in-depth analysis. I've ordered everything by category, so if you do want to watch me talking about it with the gameplay in there as well, feel free to do so. Because there may be a chance I forget to say something here that I said in the video, but also maybe a chance that I forget to say something in the video that I'll say in this stream. So it may go one way or the other, so just bear that in mind. Anyway, back to the footage. Yes, so in stealth now, there is no detection risk. You can bring any build along that you like, and you'll be detected at the same speed, which, can I just say, is amazing. It's so, so good, because again, it means you can go in with any kind of loadout, with any kind of gun, and get straight out. Now, the way that weapons work in this game, primaries are everything but pistols. Assault rifles, shotguns, SMGs, sniper rifles, LMGs, they're all primary, right? All of those fall into the primary category. Secondaries, as of right now, are just pistols. I say as of right now because that could change, but I gotta tell you right now, I really hope it doesn't, because it feels like Payday the Heist, where you always have a handgun. Beautiful. Good. And then specials obviously fall into the overkill weapons. That's where the piglet and the heat seek and the thermal sniper rifle come into play. So if you have, for example, a assault rifle that you really want to level up, because, you know, leveling it up gets you extra attachments, and you want to get the attachments before you play with the gun, bring it in stealth, and you'll level up that gun. You earn weapon XP for completing the heist. Again, Nico, a bit of clarification would help here. I didn't even say the word properly. I'm wagering getting kills with the gun would give you more XP on top of heist completion. Feel free to let me know if that's right or wrong, but I know that completing the heist does give you weapon XP. So if there's a gun you want to level up without using it, then you can do it that way. Because I did a stealth of the bank heist, and I found that the weapon that I brought as my primary, which I think was the AK, had leveled up. And I was like, the fuck, I didn't even use it. And that's when a dev explained
It's a
it.
machine that
So,
goes
there you go.
ding.
Similar to Crime Wars attachment system, I'll be real with you, I haven't played Crime War. I know Nico's watching. Nico, don't tell Overkill. I haven't played Crime War. I'm not particularly irked to play it. Mobile FPS games are not my thing. Anyway! I slurped for comedy and nearly fucking gagged on my drink. Anyway, Payday the Heist always had pistols, forgets a secondary shotgun. Oh, well, yeah, but like a handgun it was a tertiary slot then, wasn't it? Can I be a walking tank and still do stealth? Well, you don't have the ICTV anymore. You have like 4 different types of armor, and one's like a thicker ballistic vest, but you can equip that and just do stealth as normal. The only difference will be you'll be able to move slower. So yeah, literally you can make the whole thing. Are the skills similar to Raid with their system? No, thank fuck. Anyone who says Raid World War II skill system is good, you like throw your head down the toilet. That's sarcasm. I don't actually mean that. But Raid World War II skill system, I've always fucking hated. As much fun as Raid World War II is, giving you the option of 3 skills, making you pick one, and then having to pay to redo the whole thing is just stupid. I really hate. He means that stupid. You know what? Fine. Give yourself a, what do they call it? Swirly? Give yourself one. You know what? Fuck you. No, I really don't mean it. But I do hate the skill system. I love Ilya, I love you, Lion Game Line, I love you guys. I do think Raid World War II is a fun, like, casual game, but I really do not like how you did the skill system, personally. Payday 2 skill system, let's talk about this before we get into stealth gameplay, because people have asked me now, and I do want to do an AMA at the end of this, by the way, so if you have questions you want me to answer, I will answer them at the end of this if I haven't already. But the way the skill system works, I think it works very well, apart from how the UI looks right now. I'm doing like a Dr. No pose. Actually, do you know what I can do? I'm going to do a Mariner top hat. I'm opening Paint, and I'm going to show you this. Alright, I'm going to show you this. I'm going to make a 1080p window, and let's move this over here, and let's move that over there like that. There we go. All right. So let me give you a bit of an insight as to how this looks, because we were told by Liz that if we wanted to, we could just do that we could just do like drawings if you wanted to. That was how Mary did it. So I'm going to do a black background to showcase it. So imagine you have got your heist. Do you see your heister in this screen? I don't friggin' remember. Let's imagine you can, and your heister's over here on the right. Oh, look, it's a stick man. Oh, hello. Hello. Hi. It's Dallas. Ah! That's Dallas, guys. That's Dallas in his medic bag. Yeah, here's his medic bag. He's holding his medic bag. There you go. Looks more like he's a priest. Whatever. What you have is this giant box that looks a little bit like this. And then within this, you have a set of skill tree rows. Now, you start up... Fuck's sake, I have to click off the box before I do a new one. Idiot. So then what I have to do is this. So you have a big skill that starts off the tree. You select that, and then you begin to research the smaller skills. You have a series of skills that will follow after it, like this. I think there might be 5, but I'm not going to have space here, so we'll just imagine that there's 5 when there's not. There's also a big one at the end. What happens is, you pick your particular one to research, you press a button, and then let's say, oh, bam, you're researching this one. That's a paintbrush, and it's the wrong colour. Let's say you're researching this one, okay? Now you will gather up XP for completing a heist. When you gain your XP, it's purely for the skills. Leveling up is a separate thing. I can talk about that later. But I think this one was 2,500 XP, this one was 5k, this one was 7.5k, and this one was 10k. And once you unlock this one, you also unlock this one. Now, there are whole chunks of rows like this. So if I copy and paste this, there are rows that go off the screen, literally, they go all the way down there. I don't know how many rows there are. Nico, again, you can clarify there. And it says in the top right corner, you have, I think it tells you skill points spent rather than skill points available. So, like, at the start, it'll say 0 out of 21 points, because you have 21 points in this one. No comment? Okay, fine. So, what happens is, you get your base skill, and you research. As you research each one, you can only research one at a time. Yeah, fairly sure. Whatever skills you unlock, you can pick and choose. You have to select this base skill. But once you've selected that, you can select this one, or go, actually, no, I can select this one. Or I can have this one. Or I can have this one and this one. Or I can have this one, and this one. You can choose. As long as you have that base one selected, you can pick whatever else you want to after that, which is very, very cool. It's a bit more flexibility, which I like a lot. In terms of basic and ace, that's almost gone. The only ones you can ace are these first boxes. So you can basic or ace these. The rest of these are just single skills, no acing. So, in other words, because there's 5 boxes here, actually, was there 4 in a big one? Actually, I think there might have been 4 in a big one, because that makes sense, because that means 21 points. You could have 7 points across here, 2 for the ace there, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you could fill out 3 rows entirely if you wanted to with the skill points. So, that's how that works, basically. So it's basically, yeah, it's a mix between perk decks and the skill system. Once you've unlocked the skills, you can pick and choose, and it works, I think, quite nicely. The problem with the UI right now is it looks just like this. If you don't see the numbers, there's just lots of boxes with little symbols in. So there's like, you know, like a fist coming out of a sleeve, because that does not look right. That looked a bit dodgy. There's his thumb. There we go, coming out of a sleeve. Yeah, it's like a, you know, that's his grit or something. But yeah, there's just symbols. There's no descriptions unless you hover over them. I just think the UI is not super well labeled currently, but I imagine that's something they're going to tidy up, because I think pretty much every partner said the same thing, that it just wasn't very clear looking through it. So I just thought that was something to note. But yeah, that's what the skill system looks like. So there you go. As for leveling up, though, you have something called infamy. And it doesn't mean prestige in this. You earn infamy from completing challenges. Your leveling up in this game of your actual character, unlocking your guns, that kind of thing, all comes from completing challenges. Now, before you panic, because some people might go, but I don't want to do challenges, I just want to rob banks. Overkill have stressed, Starbreeze have stressed, that you can get to about level 70 to 80 without even really knowing there are challenges there, because you'll just unlock them naturally. Complete this heist on this difficulty, kill this amount of enemies, do this, you know, lick your feet while firing a shotgun, whatever it may be. Really easy things that people do all the time. You lick your feet while using shotguns, don't you guys? You don't? Shit. Okay, well, let's forget about that one. The point is, you'll get to a decent level without even trying. The max level is 150, so once you get to, say, level 70 to 80, that's when you're going to start looking at challenges more, because you're going to need to do them to get to the higher levels. So that will kind of separate the casual players from the ones who really want to get to max level. How does that work for Prestige? I don't know. Presumably what they could do is do something like Destiny, where they increase the level cap, they add more challenges, and then you can get to a higher level. That could be a really cool way of doing it. But that could be really nifty. Fuck, that's a good idea. And take notes if you want to, Nico. I really like that idea. That could be cool. Because then it'd be like, oh, with this new heist, you can now reach level 160. Here are new challenges you could use. If they use that in the game now, I'm taking fucking credit. Because that's a good idea. I like that. I like that. Nope, that's a horrible idea. Well, you know what, Rock? It wouldn't do for us all to be the same, but I'm right and you're wrong. Okay, so, former Destiny 2... Yeah, well, that doesn't say much these days. Destiny 2 is not exactly very well loved by a lot of the community, is it? So, you know, just saying. Anyway, can we get into the gameplay now, folks? I want to go absolutely nuts about the stealth, because this is where I want to get excited, okay? Here we go. Let's look at some stealth. So this is the same map again. This is the branch banquet with the same loading screens we go in. And in we go to the secure Capital Bank. So, the thing to stress is, almost everything can be done now without your mask on. I know, Mr. Volcano with 4 months sub, thank you very much. Said Pingu.
Sorry, said his mother. What the fuck are you talking about?
Thanks very much, appreciate that. Trophy contractor,
Long time no see.
Voice cameo would be more
Came
than
in to
enough for me
check
if
this
they want
out.
it. 10 MV per DLC heist, I can honestly see works. Yeah, so do I. Is Wolf moving erratically? Probably just the player playing as him. Suits Wolf, doesn't it? Yeah, so people wanted you to be able to unmask, demask, and remask. You can't do that in this game, but honestly, because of how much you can do without a mask anyway, it doesn't really matter. So you can see that they put the shutters down, so people outside can't see. Really like that. Surprised the guards don't react to that, if I'm honest, but... So, here's the big thing for stealth. You have public areas, you have private areas, and you have secure areas. Public areas, you can do anything you want in. You can lick a guard's face if you want to, and he won't do anything. It's like walking in civilian mode, basically. Private areas, if you're seen by a guard, he will escort you out of the area. And I don't know, Nico, is that infinite? Some devs said it was like a 3-time cap. Some people said it was infinite. Maybe it changes based on difficulty. I don't know. But secure areas, if you're spotted, that's like old Payday 2 stealth. The guard is going to be a bit more responsive. Oh, it's a 3-time cap. Okay, cool. So I was wrong on my video. Shit. One of the devs said it was infinite. I think it might have been Jimmy. I don't know. You can bollock them. I'm joking. Don't bollock him. Jimmy was a lovely guy. But yeah, so the areas dictate how you behave. But you can hack a camera at any point, as you can see here. And when you hack a camera, as you can see from the scroll wheel here, you can pick any other camera. Doesn't matter which one you hack, you could go across a whole different bunch. Would be weird to get escorted like 100 times. Exactly, I thought that too. So you can hack one camera and see them all, basically. But don't do what Noli does. Because what Noli did, ladies and gents, when he first used the camera... Was it Noli? It was Noli, wasn't it, Nico? I swear it was. Was he took the camera, he hijacked it, and then moved it onto himself, and then got detected because of it. And the alarm went off. Which is just the funniest fucking thing. It's the funniest thing to me. So be careful, basically, with how you do that. But you can see here, you can do a route ping, so you can ping things, you can exit, you can detonate the camera. Didn't realize that was an option. That's interesting. But you can secure loop it. So you can loop it like you do as typical camera in Payday 2, but now it's a permanent loop. Again, Nico, literally, Nico's just on clarification duty today. I really love you for this, by the way, buddy. Thank you for being here to answer our questions. I believe it's either 2 or 3 cameras you can loop in the heist. I'm not sure if doing one would set the alarm off. It probably would. So you can pick a couple cameras, basically, and loop them. You don't have to destroy them. 2 is max. Cool, there you go. Permanent, but depends on skills. Oh, okay. Okay. So it makes flexibility a lot better. But you can also bear in mind... Wait, what? You can loop all if all run the hack skills. I don't know what you mean by that. Noli just wants to see Dallas's face leaving, but he did. Yeah, that was the reason. That was the reason. But, what was I saying? Shit. Yeah, if you get a camera shot out, in Payday 2, correct me if I'm wrong, a guard will break their path to go to the camera and check it out and be alerted. That's why I don't tend to smash cameras in any overkill or below stealth, not that I play much of it. Whereas in this game, if you smash a camera, only guards who be in that area will notice it. They won't go out of their way to go, I hear a camera's broken, I'll go check it out. They don't do that. Maybe they will in higher difficulties, but on normal, you could clear a particular area, smash some cameras, kill the guards, that whole area is dealt with without taking the camera guy out, which is beautiful. So really like that. So that's just me gushing over cameras for a second. So this is, there you go. So it's gone, the light's gone blue on the camera, so that means it's been looped. Now here's a guard spotting you, and escorting you.
Come with me. This area is restricted.
Pages are gone. They are, no, they're still here. 4 pages for normal and hard. 3 pages for very hard, 2 for overkill. You can see we put a camera on that guard's back, so keep an eye on that. Also, the keycard he's carrying, you can grab that off him. So when he's not looking, you can just take it straight off
the restricted areas. Got it?
Alright, so now that guard's going to walk off. He's going to go out have coffee and a donut. That's what guards have, isn't it? Is that what guards still have? Can you be stereotypical about that? I don't friggin' know. God. But now... Oh, look! There's the camera. Bye! There's Hoxton. Look at that. Camera's on the guard's back. How cool is that? Like, the thing that was even funny about this was, what Andreas did, the lead producer, was he gave us a bit of a run-through of how some of the core things work before we played it. And he showed us in loud putting a camera on the civilian's back. We were like, what did you just put on the civvy's back? Then he changed to it. And there's just this civilian running frantically. And on his back, you just see this camera, like, running quickly away from the bank. It was so funny. Like, the things you can do with this are great. And yes, you can kill a cam operator. Now, actually, let me just check what this is. Because I was wondering what this was. What did they set off? Like a stun grenade of some kind? I don't know. Anyway, so here's taking the guard hostage and then taking him down. Listen out. Can we hear the snap? Oh, fuck! Again, so here's a mini story time that I mentioned in my video. When I was doing this bank heist stealth, he's fine. I don't think he is, Nico. I think I broke the mini camera in his back. No, that's his neck. That's his neck, because no, they had the same thing happen. What happened was, I was doing the bank heist stealth, and I mentioned, I was like, I nearly did this first time, which I did. I only failed towards the very, very end, when I didn't realise that running in a secure area would make guards come towards you. So if you're in a secure area, don't sprint, guards will hear you and go towards you. So I nearly finished it. But at one point, I was on my second playthrough, and then I suddenly realised there were 3 devs just stood one next to the other behind me watching me play. And I couldn't hear them with the headphones on, so I took the headphones off and talked to them while I was playing. So I didn't hear the sound effect. It only took me till I got this gameplay and heard it and went, ooh! So, yeah, that's crunchy. That's crunchy. I'd like a pacifist option, to be honest. I feel like in this, you can work much better at being a pacifist. There are laws you can trigger, which we don't think we've seen yet, but we'll show you them, hopefully at some point in the gameplay. I think it's easier in this game to be a pacifist. Might still be a challenge, but I think it's achievable, especially on, like, normal difficulty. Yeah, it does remind me of Hitman as well, Saul, that they've definitely taken some inspiration from Hitman here, whether they admit to it or not. But they've taken good stuff. I like it. Look at Wolf hobbling along. Ooh. Okay, guys. Oh, so see, we need that blue key card, which came off the guard. And now we're in. Oh, that's to open the security room. Look at that. See, we're still not masked up, by the way. Just bear that in mind. Now we're masking up. And that's when we can take the guard out. We're still doing a takedown. See, if it were me, I wouldn't have even put my mask on at this point, right? Oh, see, look, getting a takedown, increased movement speed.
Yeah, I'm good, but I just tripped.
What are the numbers next to names? Presumably the levels, and oh yeah, so these will be the level of the character, and that's how many downs you've got left. Also, bear in mind, like, it shows you downs right from the beginning in this. Dr. Bags, I don't believe, give you all your downs anymore. There are skills to increase how many they give you, so that's interesting. I think at base, Dr. Bags give you 1 extra down. So, things have been mixed up a little bit. I'm in. God. Alright, guys, it's a simple job. I'm in. Oh, is that Wolf getting all the civvies on the ground? Must be.
Computer's unlocked. Hit the deck.
And there you go. So now,
That's the switch you need to flip
we're looking
to
for the
get
white
door
cable.
open.
So outside the vault, we're looking for the white cable that will turn off the alarm next to the vault door. Now we're looking through. Oh, wait, what's this? What are we looking through here?
This could be something. A Wixia executive apparently has a safe deposit box in this bank.
Oh yeah, that's an optional objective you can trigger, yeah, just from playing. I didn't actually open the deposit boxes. I meant to do that. I don't actually know if this gameplay shows it you. I pulled out the key things and then got the video up because I was in a rush. It was only just ready for the time the embargo dropped. So here we go. We're opening this and we're looking for the white cable. You can see there. Flip the white switch and boom, security's in.
You'll need to get hold of one of the executives to get into the vault. Should be easy enough to just keep an eye out for that.
Now, because Wolf's taking care of the guards in the front there, or the cities in the front, that means that he's okay on that front. They must have taken care of the guards.
That's an executive with vault access.
So here's our manager. He's the one we need to take to the vault door. They make multiplayer stealth more accessible. Well, the thing with that is, bear in mind, the lobbies are now dedicated servers. They're not peer-to-peer. It's not all based on the host's connection. So if the host leaves, you can keep playing. And on top of that, that also eliminates the possibility of desync. You can still get lag as normal, but desync's not a thing anymore. As far as I know, it shouldn't be in this game. Desync was a very diesel-based thing because of the peer-to-peer servers. So here, stealth in Payday 3 as a group is going to be much, much more achievable. Which, like, can we just stop having things to say that are good about this game? It's almost getting insufferable now. This game's fucking brilliant.
Someone there.
So there you go. He's scanning his eyes on the vault door. Obviously, his hands aren't quite right there, but I'm sure that'll be fixed. Also, you can see there's like a little UV light on the gun that triggers when you go near the keypad, and you will look and see which buttons have had fingers on. And that'll help you figure out the code. It's very, very cool. It might show you that.
We've got the code. Now, use
There
it
you
to
go. So there are
open the
4
vault.
possible code options you can see in the top left corner. It's telling you it's one of these 4 codes. So you go and look at this. Look, see. So we go, right, which buttons have been pressed? 2, 5, 8, and 9. So which code involves 2, 5, 8, and 9? That one. So the code's got to be 5, 8, 9, 2. Fucking brilliant. There you go. Vault door's open. Now let's see. Do we open any deposit boxes? Don't actually know if we do. We do. Lockpick. How long has it taken there? Oh, fuck! No, you didn't show us! Bollocks! Now, do we disable all the die packs in this footage? Let's see. What did they do? Do we? I didn't fucking do any of this. They do. Okay, cool. Does that mean the game is going to be kill at some point? I don't know what their plan is for, like, end of life care for Payday 3. Let's get the game out first and get some DLC and then worry about that afterwards. Capella TV with the follow. Thank you very much. Still got 97 viewers here. That's mad. Thank you all. Really appreciate it. It's so weird to think I'm streaming in the category of Payday 3 right now. And there you go. That's the stealth heist completed for Branch Bank. How cool is that? If you're solo, then you're screwed in the full payout with those die packs. Yes, I was. I could not... I forgot I drew that. I could not defuse them all in that time. Which I'm guessing is a way to nerf it so that doing it on your own doesn't get you as much of a payday as doing it with other people. Which I kind of get in one way. Another way, I'm like, well, you know what? It's down to... you know, it's down to personal preference, that kind of thing. But I think it'd be better if you could get a bit more money from playing solo. But I kind of like there's a bit of a difference there. You can't get it all if you're on your own, but you can still get a pretty good payday. But yeah, so we'll see. There we go. Okay, so now let's get the last one up, ladies and gentlemen. Chains Dumpy. He's got a fat ass, bro. He's got a fat ass. Damien been hitting the gym, let me tell you. Right, okay, so now we look at the art gallery stealth. Now this is the one I've looked at the least. Because I literally just pulled a couple things out for this, put the gameplay straight in. Like I said, I had to fight to get this video ready, so there's some bits I haven't seen in this. And I haven't fully stealthed the art gallery, so I'm not as familiar with this. What I will tell you is, I really like the layout of this map because you need to get into particular exhibitions by using QR codes, and you find those QR codes by locating mobile phones randomly across the map. That's what I know. So, let's go into it. Let's play some Payday 3 footage. No, sorry, I added footage in there because I couldn't just say we were playing Payday 3. Also, lovely to see you in the chat here, Rob. How you doing, King? How's life? How are you doing, brother? Are you good? Are you okay? Where is Padme? Is she safe? Is she alright? Alright. So we're going for, I guess, another 4-player stealth, possibly? Like I said, the art gallery in particular, I just shoved it straight in because I didn't have much experience with it, but I wanted to show the gameplay off. So I honestly, this is almost like a live reaction. Fucking good. How about yourself? I am really good, Rob. It's exciting to be able to talk about all this stuff finally. It's very, very cool. So are we... Is this solo? Oh, this might be solo. Oh no, I think Dallas is playing. Like I said, this is pretty much going to be my own reaction. Fart gallery, yes. Well said, Mario. If you guys haven't seen Mario in a top ads video on this either, by the way, you should go watch it. I said this already. It's so cool just seeing Mario talking about like Payday 3 in a commentary style way that isn't in a stream. Like his video is really good and well edited. He deserves more credit for editing than he's getting. Well, not that he's getting. He literally was like, oh, I only just did what I thought was going to be cool. His video is fucking great. So.
Look for digital devices like smartphones or
look at this shit with lasers. I'm presuming this again was on very hard, Nico. I'm going to catch up on everyone's videos today. I'm so tired of staring at you. I don't blame you. I would get tired of seeing the same footage on everyone's things, so, to be honest. I was more listening to Nolly's video rather than watching it, to be honest, because I wanted to hear what he said rather than see what he did, because I'd seen the footage. And I've heard about 2/3 of yours now, Mario. Payday 3 is in trouble, and then I fold my arms. Yeah, I did. I said Payday 3 was in trouble, or Payday was in trouble, and here's how to fix it. And they fixed it. There you go. So they've looped that camera. Okay. So you can also see, by the way, multiple objectives. Hostile takeover moment. We like that a lot. Stealth on very hard is a pain in the ass. We spent 4 hours on this heist. Jeez. See, I see what I mean. Normal's going to be accessible for people to get used to stealth, even if you didn't play it much before. Whereas, the harder ones are going to be challenging for anyone, whether you're, familiar or not familiar with Payday 3 stealth. God's on a bit of a wander. Oh! Oh, that was detonating the camera. Oh, now I know what that means. Ooh, cool. All right.
What's going on over there?
And look at this. Answer the pager. You hold a button. A bit longer than I remember, actually. And then See, you don't hear a pager line. Now, I think they've designed it in the game so that if Shade's going to talk, they don't play a pager line because they don't want voice lines to overlap. Which I like. A bit more consideration to how the voice lines work in the game. I appreciate that. I like that a lot. Very cool. Hoxton's doing leaps. I think, were you guys just trying to play the floor is lava or something? I'm Hoxton in this. Okay, well, yeah, were you guys playing the floor is lava? I think they just don't have voice lines in the beta, bro, lol. Oh, well, it could be that. It could be that, yeah. But, I mean, I had a page line from Hoxton at one point. He was like, sorry, controller, was busy eating beans on toast. That was his actual page line. The floor is laser, tripped until you turn... Oh, gotcha. Right, gotcha. Thank you very much, my brother. And this is, I presume, them turning the floor off. See what I mean? This is like a reaction. This is the one I didn't do as much of. Floor is lasers, but we fucked up on the difficulty. Ah, okay. Look at this shit. Now, I see what they meant when they said about Mission Impossible, you know? Same voice. They are the same voice actors, yes. Watch the camera. Camera. Watch out the camera. I love... Can I just say, can we just have a bit of love for Damien Poitier in this chat? I love that man. Not even related to Payday. I just love him. Bro, I'm just saying, I'm not gay, but Damien Poitier... Happy Pride Month. I'm straight. I can't. I'm not queer baiting anyone here. Starbreeze devs pretending they're the same real heisters. Yeah, they are. They're the real heisters. Starbreeze devs are. They're heisting our money to buy the game. Haha. Seems we're not going with paintings but other art. No, some of it is painting, some of it's other art. It just depends. So see, that was them using a QR code to open one of the exhibition room doors. And look, we need to get to this painting, so we cut through the glass for this one. Look at this. Look at this. Do you ever want to do cutting like in GTA Online Heist, but without the really annoying thing of having to leave it on certain bits to burn through grates? Payday 3's got it nailed. Oh, interesting. Hang on a minute. This is different to what I had. So when we played in the HUD, it just gave everyone a QR code. Like, everyone had a QR code next to them, and when somebody used it, it disappeared for everyone. This is much cooler. So it just tells you that everyone has one QR code, and as soon as somebody uses it, it's gone. Having a shared items tab instead. I'm presuming that was added after the fact. Like I said in the video, we played a build that was about a month old. That's clever. I like that a lot. I really, really like that. So that gives you a bit more of an easier indication as to how many QR codes you've got available at that time.
I'll
So you
take
can
a couple
find a
of
whole
them
bunch
soups
of
for
QR
tonight.
codes and
You
stack
don't
them.
need soup.
Nobody needs soup more than me. Take the soup, will you?
Men.
Evil Dan says men. Thank you, Azra, for the 14 months, pal. Appreciate it. Good to see you here. We have to use the mouse. You have to move the cutter. You can see from the controls, right? So you can see that you put away the cutter, you also move it. So you'll need to use your mouse to move the cutter. Or your analog stick on your controller if you're a controller gamer like me. Where's he hiding that artifact? I put a whole bag of jelly beans up my ass. Okay. Where are we going now? Oh, he's putting the bag on the floor. See, look at the bags of the jiggle physics. Very cool. This looks beautiful. Believe me, Jacob, it is beautiful. This is just... You know when you see cinema? This is gaming. See, now we're searching the phone for a QR code. Boop. And you can see now there's a tiny 2 next to the QR code. There's 2 QR codes available now. So you guys can open 2 doors as a team. Very cool. Why the fuck did you beat him up? What did he deserve that? Oh, also, here's the footage of opening a safe that I couldn't find when I was putting my video together very quickly. It's like Red Dead, opening a safe in real life. I don't know why I used Red Dead before real life, but you twist to the left, wait for it to go green. Twist to the right, wait for it to go green. If you go the opposite direction, you'll break it. So it's very, very cool. Very, very cool. You called my mom fat. Oh, wow. Well, yeah, you should have beat him up hard. You should have killed him, you know? This is bully system. So basically, it's just Rockstar system for opening safes then. All their games. Was it ever in a GTA game? No, it'll be in GTA 6, probably. Guys, I got flown out to LA to play GTA 6. Is that what they make GTA? I don't fucking know. Also, yeah, Nico, could you explain this a bit more? Or even Mario, if you remember, or anyone who played it, explain for context. Something to do with, I think, standing in certain areas in the art gallery are like weak spots for the security, and that's how you disable the security bars. I don't quite understand. Oh, it's Wi-Fi hacking. Oh, okay, so you stand in these certain circles, and if you do enough of them on the floor, it will lower the security to get into those doors, like on that floor. So that's cool. Boop. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, look at this. Spectrophotometer. Spectrophotometer. There we go.
That's the right one.
Oh, you have to validate that it's the right...
You'll get one use
Ooh!
out of the drive, so make sure you've picked the right painting.
Some of this I didn't even see, because I was playing it aloud as a group, right? So I didn't see all of this. Fuck, I'm gushing even more just watching this, man, and I'm already really excited. Bruh. Bruh. I tell you what, do you know who I feel bad for right now? The Payday 2 team. And do you know why I feel bad for them? Because they've got to come up with a really fucking cracking heist for Crude Awakening for it to take even the slightest amount of light off of this. I'm saying that to be sarcastic. I am taking the piss, but I am really excited for the Crude Awakening heist. But fuck me, looking at this, I'm like, I just want to play this. I just want to play Payday 3. I'm like fucking Andy in Toy Story 2, where he's like, he picks up Woody and he's like, I don't want to play with you anymore, and drops it. I love Payday 2, don't get me wrong, but the problem is when you make a sequel that looks this fucking good, you just want to play this, you know? The urge to pre-order is strong. Yeah, I'm going to go on the record right now. A lot of you might know this. I'm not the biggest advocate for pre-ordering ahead of time. I think it's much more logical to wait until closer to launch and grab it when you've maybe seen reviews, seen more gameplay, that kind of thing. Oops, sorry. Like, whenever I pre-order a game that I know I'm going to pre-order, I'll wait till like the week before, 2 weeks before, and grab it. With this, if you told me you pre-ordered the game after having seen this gameplay, I genuinely wouldn't fucking blame you. There's so little reason for concern that I can see in what we've shared. So unless this is all some big front and underneath it it's just all microtransactions, which we know it's not, because not even at launch, I don't see much reason to be worried. Which is good. It's very nice. And if you're on Xbox, you don't have to fucking pre-order anyway. Get it on Game Pass. Still an amazing thing they managed to pull off there. Brilliant thing. But no, seriously, I was taking this with Payday 2. I actually have a really good feeling. Like, I've heard some whispers that Crude Awakening is going to be a big finale. I'm hoping that that's true. I haven't played it yet. Apparently, I've... By the way, just a fun fact that Liz told me earlier. I thought under my partner agreement, I wasn't allowed to tell you guys when I had early access to an update or not. I had to always play coy. Apparently, for the last 3 years, thank you, Hungry Gengar, for the Prime sub. That's lovely of you. Apparently, for the last 3 years, folks, I could have told you if I had early access and just said nothing else beyond that. So that's really funny. I literally said that to Liz. Like, I messaged her. And I was like, let me get the messages up, because I just thought it was so fucking funny. Where was it? Where was it? Yeah, there we go. Because I originally shared an early version of the calendar with her, and she was like, what's this about saying that, you know, whether or not you get early access? I was like, well, it's just in case, you know, I want to make sure it's obvious that I'm not always getting everything ahead of time. She was like, it's never been a problem to say you get early access, though. You just can't say what you're learning from the said early access. And I went, so you're telling me that I spent years playing mind games with people as to if I have or haven't had early access, and you're saying I could have just said that I had? And she put yes. So this entire time, I could have just said to you I'd had early access or not. But the thing is, I was just trying to not break NDA, so you can't blame me. So I can tell you I have got early access to Crude Awakening. And I can tell you that I'm excited to do it. Excited to play it. And I'm very glad in a way they have delayed the heist by a day, because I would be very much struggling to make a video in this amount of time. I'm kind of glad that the Andreas interview is the next thing to edit, because that'll be a bit easier. Gives me a bit more time tomorrow to play through the heist. So, will that stay the same for Payday 3? Fuck knows. I'm assuming whole different things will apply there. We'll see. So we're seeing the Greg Judd painting from E1. Which one is that? I'm presuming we haven't actually painted up yet. Right. Oh, the artwork symbol's the same. That may change, to be fair. Now, when I tried to secure a bag when playing with Noli, I ran past like 50 civvies, and it just ended up having to kill them all. Don't kill civvies in this game, by the way, because you lose a percentage of your cut from the heist every time you kill a civvy, and it can go as high as 70% of the money. So be careful. They siphoned your blood to sign an updated contract while you're in Sweden. Shit, when did they do that? Fuck, ow, I've got a sting on my arm. Ah! Sorry. The fucking scream. Ah! Ah!
Plenty of valuable merchandise here if you want to stay and steal some more. I'm sure Beckett can sell it for us.
Beckett. Tobias Beckett. Han Solo. Star Wars. Disney. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the stealth gameplay for Payday 3 as well. There you go. How cool was that? How cool was that? Alright. So, what I think is the next thing to do, let's move that around. There we go. What I think the best thing for us to do next is do an AMA. I want you guys to ask me questions about Payday 3. Let me know what you think. So let's get some going in the chat. So, anything I've not already covered, let me know. Let me get the fishing music on from Sonic Frontiers, because that's a nice little bit of background. Where's that? Fishing vibes. There it is. Cool. Alright, throw me any and all questions you've got about Payday 3. I might have already answered them. If I have, don't worry, I will not judge you, because there's a lot of people in the chat that I may have forgotten some things. So just get your questions in there. I'll give you all a second to put them in, and I'll start reading through them.
is a machine that
ZZ
goes
Epic Jaws,
ding.
ZZ21 on the follow, thank you very much. Just spin dash is a game changer. You've unlocked that already in Frontiers? Fucking hell, I haven't even played the update yet. I haven't even played Sonic Origins Plus. I actually, do you know what? If people are interested, I might play a bit of that to end the stream off, because I haven't played Sonic Origins Plus yet. Because I want to play as Amy. I'm quite excited by that. If you guys want to see that as like a little encore to the stream, let me know. Alright, let's start looking through them. Why is Crime Boss Rocky City better to buy? It's not. Apart from the looting, but that's hardly enough reason to buy that game. I do still think Crime Boss is more fun than people give it credit for. I'll say that. I'm not, I don't have to suddenly... I'm not a Payday partner, Overkill partner, Starbreeze partner, whatever. I'm not a partner, so I can say that Payday's always the best game. I just give my opinion, and I think while Payday 3 is easily better, Crime Boss is a bit of dumb fun, and it will also scratch that heisting itch for the next few months if you're not getting it from Payday 2. Or at least if you want it something a bit different, I feel it's something a bit different, a bit fun. What else have we got? VA for Wolf. What about them? Zombie Slayer. Who is it? Nicholas Berglund. That's his name. Can you switch outfits? Yes, you can. You can choose outfits, masks, gloves, and your heister. And there's like different vendors for each of the different things as well, for like weapons and outfits, that kind of thing. I keep going to move my legs and I keep kneeing the table, and it's fucking hurting my knees a lot. Ouch. Ow. Do you like Wolf's VA? Said Noah. Yes, I think he did a pretty good job. Not heard tons of it, but what I've heard is very, very good. I think he's done a very good job of kind of replicating Ulf. Maybe adding a bit of his own edge to it too. I don't know. Do you know if offline solo is a thing? I don't know that. That would be something you'd have to refer to Overkill, Starbreeze, Over. I don't actually know. I hope it is though. Or at least if you're in a private match on your own, you can pause the game. Something like that would be fine. Is body armor returning? Yes, it is. 4 different body armor options. You've got the no suit, you've got the lightweight ballistic vest, and heavy ballistic vest. So all chest-based. No, nothing beyond that. No ICTV, no CTV. Can I kiss you on the lips? Buy me a drink first. Are cop lines more louder, as I love the lines in 2 but couldn't hear them? I'm not going to answer something that I don't know with confidence. I think, based on the gameplay, the cops' lines were quite loud, but I think that's also dependent on your volume levels, right? If you make sure that the music is quieter than the SFX, it'll make it easier to hear those things, right? I do believe, by the way, in Payday 3, though, there was a dialogue volume slider. So if you want to hear the dialogue over everything else, bring everything down but the volume, the dialogue. There's like music, dialogue, and SFX, I think. So I'm glad that dialogue is separate to sound effects now. So that'll make it easier, basically, to answer your question. I love the change to civvies, both not being just flat punishment for accidental kills as well as cable ties. Yeah, infinite cable ties is brilliant. Is there a mask import system, or are all the masks, patterns, and colours returning? I have a mask I absolutely love and don't want to lose it. Unfortunately, from what I've seen, there's only a set amount of masks available right now in the game. A lot of them are returning for Payday 2, like the Heat Hockey mask. I saw that. That was there. Also, right off the bat, we may have to unlock it with levels, but with my max level build, I was able to on that PC. You can just get the empty masks of the Core 4 heisters to start off with. So that's very cool. So that's very, very cool. Trying to think, what else was there? There was something to do with outfits that Rusty Chains mentioned in their video. I'm not going to go into any details because I don't want to spoil everything that partners say, but Rusty Chains noticed something in the outfits section. So if you watch their video, they explain it a little bit there, but there's something interesting that I just think you may want to know as like a random Payday fact. Nothing game-changing, doesn't give you any extra information, but it might just be interesting. Just watch all the partners' videos. But make sure you still watch mine. Don't abandon me for the people. I know the people abandoned me, but I have an ego complex, okay? Okay?
Is a machine
what else
that
was I
goes
saying?
ding.
Red MXYZT with the following. Thank you very much. Heard that Hoxton got his ponytail cut off. Is this true? Yes. In game, he doesn't have a ponytail. He's got kind of like a what's the fucking word? Like a parting, where it's kind of like a pomp, but also like flat. I don't know what the name for it is. But it looks good. It looks good. I'm not as big of a fan of Hoxton's ponytail anyway. Maybe a hot take, but he looks good. The face is what I'm more concerned with. He looks more like fucking Prince Charming from Shrek. If you switch to easy, the action chain challenges become easier to do. You need to S rank all of them to get the spin down. Oh, right. Oh, that's a Frontiers. Thank you, Ellie. And DM me that to remind me if you wouldn't mind, please. I just ask you to DM me things all the time now. Now I have to worry about spook civs and we'll have to drill their skulls. How many heists are there in the game? There are 8. There will be a tutorial which has 4 steps, which is combat, casing mode, mass stealth, and fuck, what's the last one? I've got the Word document. Let me get it up. There are 4 stages to it though. Bollocks! I nearly had that off the top of my head. Damn it. There it is. Right. Heists. Combat, casing mode, mass stealth, and crowd control. That's the 4th one. There you go. Crowd control. Okay, so all those will be taught to you, but there are 8 heists. So there's No Rest for the Wicked, the bank heist. There's Under the Surface, it's read as Surface, but it's pronounced Surface. The Art Gallery, and 6 others that we don't know. How is mask customization? Also, one of the things I'm not quite happy with. It feels like the UI is updated and looks nicer compared to Payday 2, and I mean nicer than their update. But unfortunately, it's the same thing again. You pick a mask, you pick a colour, you pick a pattern, job done. The pattern can't be moved around at all, can't be resized, there's no layers. Now, I get them not wanting to do a Call of Duty emblem editor style thing, because you could stack patterns and make, like, SWAT stickers and all sorts of shit like that. Fine, I get you wanting to avoid that. However, I would love to see them change it so you can move just a specific pattern. You put one pattern on, you can resize it, move it, rotate it. That could be really cool. I'm hoping they do that maybe post-launch, because right now, mask customization is not really much different to Payday 2. There's a couple of, like, refinements in the colour system, but beyond that, like, if it stays the way it is right now, I won't care much about customizing masks. I'll do a couple of, like, random ones and just play the game. Like, mask customization will not interest me, which is a shame, but everything else is really good. Like I said, there's a few small criticisms I have, but nothing major. Do cloakers still do the thing? Well, fun fact, I only got 2 cloakers when I played, and I headshot both of them as soon as I saw them, so I don't actually know the answer to that. Presumably they do, though. Presumably. What am I DMing? The thing about making it easy on Frontier is to get the spin dash easily. Whatever that was, you know. Which heist would you say is better so far? I'm biased. I'm a sucker for a bank job. I think the bank job was done fantastically, so I will always defend the bank job, personally. Safes returning, as in microtransaction ones? No. Not, well, maybe what gets added post-launch, I don't know, but there was nothing in our build to say that. Are there any returning tracks from Payday 2? I have no idea about the music yet. All I know is what I heard was fucking brilliant. Gustavo is just an absolute ghost. I was lurking the fuck out of this stream. Fair enough, based. Will there be a hybrid heist and will chains be in a pickle? Do you mean hybrid as in you can balance between stealth and loud? You can do that already with both the ones we were given to play. And from what I've heard, most if not all of the ones you'll have the same opportunity. So very cool. Will Dragon make a return in the Payday 3? I need my husband in it in the future. I hope so, Michelle. Dragon's been involved a bit more with voice work recently, like the April Fool's thing, so he's clearly still up for whatever they ask him for. So if Starbreeze want him in, they'll get him in. Fingers crossed. I wouldn't mind seeing him, you know? He has such amazing pager lines, such as, "Sorry, Control. The pager was near my crotch. My boner pressed the button." If you didn't know, that is an actual line he says in Payday 2. Do you know by any chance if there's going to be a more worldwide location for the Collector's Edition? That's down to Starbreeze to clarify. I've heard that apparently the PC Collector's Edition is beginning to pop up in places with what I think are Steam keys, but certain locations like, I think, the UK don't have access to it yet. So, I don't know. Do you think things in Payday 2 get transferred to Payday 3? Not at all. The story setting is they have no offshore accounts. As discussed by a couple of the partners, but it's mentioned that an attempt is made on the Payday gang's lives, and nearly everyone is unaccounted for. Which, by the way, fucking brilliant way to do it narrative-wise. Because that basically means, if you don't want a character to come back, HGH3, you just say, "They're unaccounted for, guys, we don't know where they are," and then never answer it again. And you can literally, you know that gif of the guy that, like, grins at the camera and goes like that? It's like that. You know, job done. Problem solved. If there's a character you don't want back, do it. If there's a character that's not available at launch that you want to appear later, they suddenly become accounted for and showed up. And they give you some kind of story explanation. It's great. It's a very good way to do it. But yeah, so no offshore accounts. So nothing carries over, far as I know. Maybe they'll give you some kind of reward for playing Payday 2 and Payday 3. That could be cool. You know, if you have a Payday 2 account past level 100 or level 50, you get this mask. But they've not mentioned that, so I'm going to assume there'll be nothing carrying over. Is crowd control easier to do in stealth now? I didn't actually crowd control the whole building. I kind of did a bit of a sneaky beaky, so I'm presuming so, but I can't confirm for sure. Any more information about microtransactions? Almir talks a bit more about it in my interview with him, but we still won't know tons until post-launch, because that's when they're going to kick in, so you won't know all the information until after it's come out. I know Payday is an important topic at the moment, but more important, how are you doing and how is Sweden? Thank you, Penombi. Lovely to see you. It was fantastic. I'll share a few pictures towards the end of the stream, but make sure you guys check out on, let's go to my reaction screen for a second, on Thursday. You can see here my trip to Starbreeze Studios in Stockholm. That'll be the video that goes out on Thursday. So do swing by for that, because it'll be a good fun one. But yeah, I had a great time. It's my first time abroad in 15 years, and Stockholm is just a fucking beautiful city. I'd love to just wander around a bit more, you know? Like, it was a bit of a point of, not contention, but some of the partners were a little bit disappointed in me for my lack of food taste. I saw there was a pizza hut in Sweden on the first night and died for it because I knew we were all going to eat together at a restaurant that I might have been fussy in, so I didn't want to take the risk on the second day. Any of my fussy eaters out there, you'll probably understand. So I saw a pizza hut and went straight for it. Food is what puts me off traveling abroad. I always worry about what I'll be able to eat because I am one of the most fussy people you can know in the world. But for me, what is interesting me now and what's kind of got me excited about traveling again is just exploring Stockholm. That city's beautiful. The people are lovely. The city is lovely. It's really, really nice. It's a really, really nice place. So I just want to travel more. I want to go to a few other countries now. I've kind of been bitten by the bug. Wish I was a partner. Hey, Indigo, you never know. You never know. You came back with your little meme things, you know. They may take on more partners close to the time. I don't know what their plans are. Who knows? Who knows? You know? Do some cool videos and be like, hey guys, Master Indigo here, and today's video, I'm asking you guys to make me a Starbreeze partner. I actually don't think I did your accent terribly there. It wasn't great, but it wasn't awful. There you go, everyone. That was my Master Indigo impression. Please donate to support the stream. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you all. Did Indler bring Jacket back? I don't think that's supposed to go there. So, I don't know. That's a collaboration which might happen post-launch. It'd be cool if they do. Very, very cool. Real Slavic... Wait, is Real Slavic Bear in the chat? Did I miss that? One of the other Payday devs is here other than Nico. Very cool. Welcome, man. Don't think I actually know your name. I'm not even sure that's something you've shared. Is it something... Am I gonna sound like an absolute dickhead now and I suddenly realise that your name is on there and I've just forgot it? I bet you it is. I have a name in my head and I don't get it wrong, so... No, your name isn't on your profile. Okay, cool. So presuming that I don't know it. Crossing my fingers. Anyway. Also, Master Indigo hasn't said anything since my impression. Maybe he's run off out of upset. Hey guys, Master Indigo here, and Red Archer does a very good impression of my voice, so he's just going to take over my channel now. There you go. Noli heard it. Noli heard what? Noli heard what? Oh, he's laughing. Good. He's laughing. He hasn't been offended. Good. Good. Thank you. I love you, man. I do. I remember the days when I wasn't even that big of a Payday creator, and I joined Master Indigo's stream when he was trying to do the White House for one of the first times. I remember doing that. Do you remember that, Indigo? I don't know if you do, but that was a cool little thing. Master Indigo is my favorite YouTuber. He's my favorite too, you know? I love Update 237 video. It's a great video. It actually was. It was quite funny. I'm not going to lie. Totally not because I'm into Insane Gamer Girl. Oh, have you said something above that I've missed? I'm guessing since my stealth question went answered, you cannot share anything. Honestly, Rockcat, I'm just conscious that my chat is updating much faster on screen than I'm reading through. So I'm honestly skipping some questions. If I don't answer your question and it's been like a couple of minutes, feel free to put it back in the chat. I've got no problem with that. Just don't do it. Like, if you can still see a question on the screen, don't put it in the chat again. But like, give it a little bit of time. You were playing on your amazing laptop. You do remember! You do remember! Fuck. Okay, let's see what else we got. Do you know how to fix this stupid fucking issue with Steam not starting Payday 2? Check your mods. Make sure that you've downloaded the most up-to-date versions of WSOC, DLL, and Beardlib. Make sure they're up to date. Download them from the websites, not from Mod Workshop. That might fix your issue. See, in OBS, I've only just got to Indigo saying he wishes he was a partner. That's how far behind I am. I need to speed this up. Let's read through a few key ones. I don't think Denatom would be opposed to Jackie, very unlikely since it was a crossover. It could happen again. John Wick had a couple of crossovers. Who's to say Hotline Miami wouldn't? Apparently got to replay Fishing Vibes again. We're doing a longer Q&A than I planned to. There we go. Right, I brought myself up to date. Cool. So if I missed anyone's questions, feel free to ask them again. I wish it was as cool as Troy Red Archer Live. No, you don't. No, you don't. I've got too many lightsabers, bro. It's a problem. Bonk yourself for missing my Stockholm Syndrome joke. Well, tell it again. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Is crowd control during stealth easier? Couldn't see Wolf doing it in the video. Like I said, I'm not too sure about that because I didn't do much crowd control myself. It seems like it's a bit easier, but I don't want to confirm it. I'm sure Rob might be able to say something because he's in the chat as well. The laptop was peak. I like how you're all just making jokes about my fucking laptop. Thanks, guys. Can we see a Red Archer Live reference in Payday 3? I've said it a million times before, and I'll say it a million times again. If Overkill or Starbreeze ask the partners, or just myself specifically, if they really want to play favorites, I doubt they would. I think it'd be a partner thing. If they asked me if I wanted to do a voice cameo, I would literally bite their hand off. Would I expect them to ask me to be a heister? No. Would I want to be a heister? No. I don't think YouTubers should be heisters or have any big roles in the game unless they're a qualified voice actor. My opinion. I think HDHD proved that. Sorry. But, like, you know, Connor Shaw had a little voice Easter egg in Diamond Heist. You know, people can have little civilian voice lines. If they ask me, I will bite their hand off. Like, for a franchise that I've been so invested in content-wise for over half a decade now, to actually have a voice line in the game would be fucking sick. I'd lap that opportunity up. So, Starbreeze, if you're considering it, I don't know about anyone else. I can't speak for any other partners. I'd imagine they'd all be up for it, but know for a fact I would be. I'd love it. You were saying something about killing civilians. I had to go AFK for a moment there. What was it about? Yeah, if you kill civilians in-game... In-game? Why did I say in-game as if you're going to do it in real life? Shit. Don't kill civilians in real life. If you kill civvies while you're playing heists, again, I don't need to add that clarification. You lose a percentage of your heist take at the end of the level, and it will build up to a maximum of 70%. So if you kill a lot of civvies, you'll lose 70% of your money at the end of the heist, which is mad. Simon, why am I reading your message there in Mr. Beast's voice? I'm going to kill I put 100 civilians in a Payday heist just to kill them. You know? What's the most distinct change in stealth difficulties, if you can share them? Ooh. Well, like I said, I've only tried normal, but the thing is, modifiers are what change. Remember with difficulties, I don't know if I mentioned this on stream, but enemy health in Loud doesn't change between difficulties, which is just fucking beautiful. Love it. But in stealth specifically, you get modifiers such as the cameras becoming indestructible. But the thing I really want to try that I'm really intrigued by is the Elite Guard. On a very high difficulty, maybe just overkill, maybe very hard as well, there is the presence of an Elite Guard that can appear, and if you kill him, his pager will go off repeatedly. You answer it, there'll be a cooldown, it'll go off again, you have to answer it again. I presume multiple repeats don't count as pager charges. I presume once you answer his pager the first time, that's the charge out of the 4 pages, and repeating it doesn't count towards more pages, if that makes sense. Because you're allowed 4 pages, I don't imagine all 4 of them would be from using the Elite Guard. Again, Nico, you can clarify that. But just the idea of a page that constantly repeats just seems really interesting for a challenge. May become a bit of a pain in the arse, but you can carry bodies around, so you can literally do the objectives carrying them on your back and just keep answering it. You know, it's not impossible. He says no comment on that. Fair enough. Flashbacks to killing all the civs on No Mercy in a single shot from... let's not worry about it. Let's not worry about it. You should have seen me when we were playing the art gallery. Me and Noli tried to fit in one art gallery stealth at the end of our play session. Didn't beat it. But I had a bag on my back. And I went to secure it to the van at the start of the heist. And a civvy saw me. So I got him on the floor. And then another civvy saw him. So I got him on the floor. Then another civvy saw him. So I killed him. And what happened was a big chain started following where civvies kept seeing them in like a loop. And then it basically went like, you know, like a big kind of like breadcrumb to a big pile of bread. The big pile of bread was a fucking civvy party. There were like 20 civvies in one area and they all saw me. So I literally went, right, I'm going to play this like I do Hitman, and killed all of them. And all the devs went, how do you play Hitman? Now, let me just tell you, the devs have not seen me play Hitman 3 with a fire axe. Anyone who's seen me my Hitman 3 streams before with a fire axe, you know what I'm talking about there. If you don't know, the first time I saw a fire axe in Hitman, I got a bit insane and killed everyone with it because I realized it had unique animations. Anyway, he also pushed a civilian off the roof. Yeah, that's one thing I really wish we got on footage. I was exploring the bank on my first playthrough before we went loud. I went onto the roof and there was a civilian at the edge of the roof just having a cigarette. Just sat there like, just having a cigarette, having a nice little time. And I walked up to him, grabbed him, and went, can I push him off the roof? Pushed him off the roof, killed him, and the entire bank lit up like a Christmas tree. Andreas mentions it in the interview, actually. It's quite funny. Have you killed everyone in the Hitman map with a fish? I haven't, actually. I haven't. That's what a fire axe is for. Is that like the Dream song? That's what the fire axe is for. Went from juggling bags in Payday 2 to juggling pages in Payday 3. Seems like it. Seems like it. But there you go. There you go. Right, okay, so we are coming towards the end of what the questions I want to answer. I don't want to answer everything, so I want you guys to keep asking these things, you know, as we go through. But let me just get you a couple of photos. I'm not going to show you all of them because that would ruin Thursday's video. But let me pick out a couple of nice photos that I want to share with you guys. So let me go to the reaction screen and I can save these pictures and pop them in. Alright, so what shall I show you? I'll show you this picture. Is it saving to desktop? Yep. I'll show you this picture. Actually, do you know what, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to birth a meme tonight, okay? We are going to birth a meme. And I am asking everyone in this stream right now, I don't care if you find this photo funny or not, I want you to share this photo everywhere you fucking can. Alright? So let's start with this. Okay, I'm going to put it in my Discord in a minute. I want you all to share with the world the absolute marvel that is Dallas Fridge. There is just a fridge in the Starbreeze offices with Dallas on it. So I took a picture of it and put Dallas Fridge over the top of it. So, internet, do your thing. I'm going to put it in general chat in my Discord server. So if you're not in the Discord server, discord.gg/RedArcherLive. But I want you to make this thing a meme. I want it everywhere. I want to see it on Twitter. I want to see it everywhere. Okay? And do credit me if you can. But I know that I started it. So it doesn't really matter. It's cool. There you go. So share that. Okay. So here's the first picture I will share with you. Here are the partners that attended the Sweden offices with Liz and Elmir. Now, I will have to hide my camera for a minute so you can see the full... Actually, no, I'll just zoom out. That'll make it a bit easier. There we go. So, in the photo, left to right, we have got, have I got like a mouse I can point at? We've got the Noli, we have Mara in a top hat, we have Pippa Stealth, we have Liz. What the fuck? We have Sonic fishing sounds. Keep fishing vibes on you, bitch. We've got Liz, we have Almir, obviously, we've got myself, and Mortifer. What a lineup. You know, guys being dudes. Guys being dudes. It's very, very cool. No, he looks unhinged. Trust me, there are some photos that are fucking brilliant. There are some I need to blur the screens on because I can't show anything with the monitors because you can't see menus. There's like one of Mario just next to the laptop playing a keyboard like he's playing Guitar Hero. Funny shit. Here is also the partners and a couple of extra dev team members in attendance at the dinner. So let me show you this. This is the dinner on the Thursday night after we played Payday 3. So Pippa Stealth again here. Myself, Liz, Noli. Was Mio? Was that his name, Nico? Oh my god, I'm having a brain fart. Was that his name? Nico, please tell me he's still here and clarify because I feel awful. I'm having a... Yeah, it was. Okay, good. Fuck, I panicked for a second then. You can't quite make him out, but that's Tobias Remmers, who you may know in this community for making that Goat Simulator fanfiction. Not going there again. We got Almir, we got Mortifer. Marin a top hat looks like he's just been caught with his pants down. Look at that face. It's like, whoa. Whoa. I'm the 2,000th person to use that key emote in your Discord. Welcome. Very epic to see that. Did you kiss them all on the lips? Didn't kiss anyone on the lips. I haven't kissed someone on the lips for a while, man. God. The what fan... You know what it is, dude. The rest of you, do your own research. I'm not explaining it again. Alright, let me pick a couple more pictures. Just a couple more. I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to show everything off now, because that wouldn't be cool. What can I show you that wouldn't spoil it? In fact, the thing is, by the way, I didn't mention this. I was literally like the unofficial photographer on the trip. I took all the photos on my phone. So any photos you see in the Starbreeze offices, I took them. So, you know, why aren't these guys giving me photography credit, you bitches? I don't care. But I took this photo when I first got into the offices. It was this one for Payday 3. I got in a little bit before the rest of the partners because I knew I was going to try and I wanted to get some questions together. On the off chance I got the interviews with Almir and Andreas, and I got both of them. So I got in quite early and took some photos around the office before everyone got in. This was just a giant wall art thing. You saw the picture here? That's this one. So it's taller than us as people. Very cool. You use a wallpaper. You can get the asset just like hanging around in 4K. Like it's in a couple of places. I got 739 unchecked pings in the Red Arch Live Discord. I may have left the server. It's probably just like video notifications and stream notifications. Just right click and mark as red. Don't worry about it. Just feel free to check out like the important updates channel to check you haven't missed anything if you want to be sure. But yeah, so that's very, very cool. What else can I show you? One or two more things maybe. Like I said, I don't want to spoil it all. Well, this one was in the video, so I can show you this one. Liz met me earlier in the office while I was doing the questions, and she gave me this, which she said I think was like the official Payday 3 mask, or just like an updated version of the mask. I don't know for sure, but there's me wearing it. Somehow my hair survived the trip, which was very cool. But I thought that was a cool photo with my Across the Spider-Verse t-shirt on. You know, I had to be representing the right brand in a Payday office. Alright, one more picture. I know they're just selfies of me in Stockholm. Why did I just take a random... What? Do you know what? This can be the last picture just because I'm really confused. Why did I just take this random selfie where I'm almost doing a rock eyebrow? Why am I doing like a rock eyebrow and there's just some random dude walking behind me? What am I doing? There you go. Looking good? Oh, thanks. Thanks, guys. If I find a girlfriend, maybe then I'll actually believe you, but yeah, look, why am I doing the fucking rock eyebrow? Can you send that into this picture? Am I gonna regret putting this in the Discord? Am I gonna regret this? Fuck, alright. There we go. I'll put the image in the Discord server. I fear what you all will do with it, but it's in there. It's in there. Come up with captions, people. Me when I catch you not playing Payday 3. I don't know. Alright, I think I'll leave it there on the photos. I'm just in my Google Photos at this point. I'm just seeing like loads of meme pictures. It has to do with the flesh, I think. I think I'll leave the rest for later. I don't want to spoil it all. But yeah, so that's a very cool thing. But yeah, just in case you didn't see it earlier, there's my photo with Almir as well. I'll show you that once more. One of my photos with Almir anyway. So there you go. There you go. Which channel has Dallas Fridge? It's in the general chat in my server. You guys, if you're posting in Discord, post it on like Twitter or something. Tag me in it. Be like, hey, at Payday Game, Dallas Fridge. Or say Red Arch Alive made this meme at Payday Game and put Red Arch Alive made this meme and it's just Dallas Fridge. You know? It's just Dallas Fridge. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Has anyone got any closing questions before we wrap up? I'll catch up with you, Troy, on stream. Thank you, Nico. I appreciate it. We won't do Sonic Origins today. I think I'll do it at the end of another stream. I think this is a nice way to just kind of wrap up. Red Archer Live made Dallas Fridge this meme. Yes. Great English. That's perfect, yeah. Red Archer Live, Fridge Dallas meme this made. You know? You just start to sound like fucking Yoda or something. Do AI assist like in stealth like Crime Boss? They don't. No. They don't. You've tweeted them? Oh, dear lord. Let's see the tweet. Made an epic... Red Archer Live made an epic meme. Thoughts? I'm just going to tweet it out as well. Saw this in the Starbreeze office. I felt like sharing it as a haha funny 2012 meme. So, Dallas Fridge. Right, I'm going to make a base tweet. Can everyone like and retweet this tweet, actually? That'll make it better for, like, a meme sake rather than everyone just, like, doing, like, random assaults of the picture. Let me link this tweet in Twitch chat, and everyone like it, retweet it, comment on it. Let's start a movement. All right, go and like, share, and retweet that tweet. Everyone like, comment, retweet, etc. Let's make this a meme. No, fuck, that's Elian's tweet. Bollocks, that's the wrong link. That's the wrong... It's the wrong trousers, Gromit. It's the wrong trousers. Sorry, this one. This one. That's the right one. Should have fucking seen the link had Elian Williams in it. I'm an idiot. Right, use that tweet. Make that one the meme. Get it shared, get it commented, get it everything. Alright? Today, ladies and gentlemen, is the day we make a meme. We make an online trend. Us together as a community. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to wrap up there. Thank you all so very much for being here. It has been a crazy, crazy stream. I really appreciate you all being here. But bear in mind, I'm going to answer plenty more questions from you guys for the rest of the streams until Payday 3 comes out. Remember that Wednesday, 7 PM UK time, so same time on Wednesday, we'll be playing the Crude Awakening heist for Payday 2. Exciting times, looking forward to that. And Thursday, we'll be playing Black Ops Cold War with followers. If you got Cold War, get it reinstalled. They have announced the security problems have been patched, so we should all be good now, fingers crossed. So we'll be playing that as well. But if you want to ask me Payday 3 questions in either of those streams, please feel free to. I know that you guys know me most for Payday 3, and I would never want to shun anyone who asks me stuff about that. So you can ask me at any time in a stream, and it's all good. But seriously, for everyone who made this a really cool stream and just chatting about everything, I really appreciate you all. It's been really fucking fun. And I will see you all with a new video every day. Tomorrow, interview with Andreas. It's going to be going up at 2 PM UK time, which is, what, like 9 AM EDT? Let's show the picture one more time. In fact, let's just get the actual high-res version on the stream. That'd be smarter. Here you go. So here's the timetable, just so you can see it real quick there. So the first video is already out. Tomorrow, the interview with Andreas comes out, Payday 3's lead producer. On Wednesday, the Crude Awakening heist video. On Thursday, my trip to Starbreeze Studios, me chatting about the whole time. So some of what I've said here, and then extra info, extra pictures, some cool stuff there. And then Friday, the big one, the interview with Almir Listo. So it's going to be a packed week. That's why I'm calling it the week of Payday. So thank you all for being here. I greatly appreciate all of you. I really, really do. And we are going to wrap it there. So is there anybody streaming that I want to raid? Let's have a little look. We've raided him a lot recently, but Nuka-Cola Cherry streaming. Or, do you know what? Let me just check. Is anyone else streaming in the Payday 3 category? No one else is streaming. Fair enough. I did kind of expect that. Is there anyone streaming Payday 2 we can raid? It might be just nicer to pass on someone who's playing Payday 2. You know what I mean? Nuka's had a lot of raids from us recently. Let's see. What have we got? I want someone with a face cam. I like face cam reactions. They're cooler. Who's this guy? Who's this guy? Join stream. Elucidator 9. Seems to have a bit of a more basic setup, but he looks good. He's doing his Twitch streaming. You know, I'm not going to judge anyone for their layouts. He looks cool. Let's give him a raid. Let's give him some love. Let's get him some more viewers. Let's get some people passed on for some Payday 2 stuff with him. Thank you all very much for watching. Greatly appreciated. Remember, Wednesday's the next stream, but tomorrow at 2 PM is the interview with Andreas. We've got a lot of stuff coming this week, so make sure you guys watch every last thing I put out for no other reason than it's going to take a lot of energy to do. Thank you all. Seriously, it's been a pleasure. And once again, thank you Starbreeze and specifically Liz for making everything happen, because she's a fucking angel and she does not get enough credit. Starbreeze, give that woman a raise, okay? Thank you. Right, I'll see you all soon. Thanks for watching. Take care. Much love. In a bit. It's a simple job, everyone.